Oh my God. Look who it is.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
guys.
Who the hell is that?
Okay,
She just
well,
popped up.
I'm sure everyone's wondering what's happening over here with our utter shock, audible shock. We have our guest for today that just arrived. None other than, drum roll please, Brooke Averick, Lady Efron is gracing us with her presence.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming.
We're just so happy for you to be here, especially Connor. Because
I'm over the moon.
We do have to get into that, but there's a lot of questions that we've received about you too. So we'll get to that in a little bit.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I do want to say really quick, Brooke, you're glowing, you're tan.
Oh, as you know, I have a bit of an addiction to my Big Tanner.
Yeah.
So that
Which one do you use?
Isle of Paradise.
Love that. I do.
Yeah.
So I tried to use that one time.
Yes, you did.
I borrowed Brooke's. She's like, you can use up to 12 drops. And I'm like, well, I'm pale as ghost. I'm going to use 12 drops. I have never, I couldn't make, and people thought I was like depressed or going through something because I couldn't post on the internet for 6 days because it was so bad. And I had also had we were drinking and, almost knocked over my whole setup. We were drinking and I was like, I figured out I drool when I'm drinking a lot because I had vampire blood drip marks coming through that were just pale white in between the fakest tan you've ever seen. It was tough. It looked I was a rotisserie chicken.
Don't ever use that again. But Brooke, you should keep using it because you're glowing.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate
Has it been because you've been tanning a lot at summer camp?
I have been tanning a lot at summer camp. And summer camp is my shared communal pool at my apartment, where I go to sit as well as the one single dad in my apartment complex. So we can spend a lot of time together in summer.
Do you guys chat? Do you make TikToks?
It's, Remi, it's a bit of a weird relationship that we have. The other day he offered me some absinthe and a piece of sea bass. So
okay,
that's the perfect summer combo.
Yeah. And
nothing like hot sea bass.
Yeah.
While you're sunbathing.
Wait, Brooke, so where are you living now? Are you in West Hollywood? Where are you?
I'm in West Hollywood.
Do you feel chic and cool because you're in West Hollywood now? What does that feel like?
I don't really feel. I still feel very much like I'm a Philadelphian living in West Hollywood. I don't feel like a native West Hollywood member yet, but maybe one day.
Well, I'm just happy that you have a place to live, unlike Connor, who still needs to figure that out.
Yeah, and I do know that about my friend Connor.
I am experiencing
Connor,
a little bit of technical difficulties
because it looks
here.
like you're frozen.
Okay, my internet connection is unstable.
I thought you were just mad at me for saying that. I was like,
Zoom has been kind enough.
You literally were paused on this angry face.
No, I was oh geez, I am not going to be able to talk for 10 seconds. But no, still don't have an apartment. Brooke, you're well aware of my struggle here. It's been tough. Brooke lucked out. When I saw her apartment, I'm
Brooke,
sick.
Sorry. Brooke, for people that don't know you, what do you consider yourself? Are you a TikToker? What are you? What do you do? When did you start? Give a little spiel.
Remi, that's a big question and one that I am trying to find the answer to myself. I've actually been really struggling recently because a lot of people have been asking me what I do and I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
But I guess TikTok or comedy TikToker. Comedy TikToker with dreams of making a name in the comedy space beyond TikTok one day.
I love that you finally took that leap that you just did, because I've actually heard this development of your job description happen over time, and it's this big am I a TikToker? Because you think of a TikToker and you're do I dance? Do I do whatever? But us three specifically, and a couple people we've had on and people we will have on, are cut from the same cloth of this niche weird bucket. And this bucket is filled up with a lot of random seashells and objects, metaphorically. And it's just people that don't fall into a space.
Right.
And I think you try to put people into a box and
I wish
round
I
peg, square
wasn't
hole or whatever.
embarrassed when like people ask me the question and then I'm like, I'm a TikToker, but like
Right.
there is some sort of like weird feeling there when I answer that and say that as my answer. And there shouldn't be, but
Right. And whenever I say, oh, I have a TikTok, I always feel like I need to specify, like, but I don't dance. But like, there's nothing even wrong with dancing. So I don't know where that stigma comes from.
I think it also depends who you're speaking to and stuff. And like when if people ask me the question and they're like older or like, I don't know, it's like, they're like TikTok, haha. Like, you know, you never know what people are like thinking, but like also like, who cares? But like at the same time, yeah, I feel like weird answering the question. I've been saying content creator, but like also, I don't know. And then is that good? I don't know.
Yeah.
I say
have been
internet person, but I think personality is fine.
Internet star.
I've been saying advertising
internet person.
We should just all say
that, actually,
when someone asks us what we do, yeah, I'm a TikTok sensation. Yeah. Like, I just think that's a wild answer. That should just be the answer every time.
I'm a viral.
You're sensational. You're both sensational, actually.
Thanks, you too.
I wanted to ask, and this is something I'm so interested in, and I've known this question about you for a little bit, but I don't know where you stand right now. What's your FYP like at the moment?
Ooh, I've made my way very recently onto medical TikTok, which is I'm not sure how that's there.
Medical in what sense? Medical?
Oh, like surgery, removing things, popping things, and that's just like not somewhere that I've ever wanted to be. I don't want to stay. Like actively like close my eyes while scrolling through my FYP.
Wait, that's kind of happening to me right now. Like not even just like pimple popping or anything, but more like I've been getting like I'm sorry. I'm like really thinking about last night. Like I got this like giant cyst and it was the grossest thing I ever saw, but I watched it and then now I can't get out of my head and I'm like, why is this on my page? I never asked for this.
You gave them what they wanted. You gave them what they wanted. You probably watched the full thing over.
Keep watching it like my hand over my eyes.
Yeah. I don't know. Something's happening. Like, why are they bringing us there?
I know. I'm on medical talk.
It's tough. Brooke, you actually DM'd me a video yesterday that I'm not going to talk about, but it was also like equally.
Yeah, like, there's a lot
hard to watch, but I did watch the whole thing.
Why can't you talk about it? Like, I feel left
out.
I
can't. I will definitely let you know after the episode, but unfortunately, it's just
some things are just better left.
I can't speak on it. I wish I could.
Brooke, this is a really random question, but I'm just interested. Like, do you watch TV? Like, what shows do you watch? Are you a watcher of shows?
I love TV, but I don't have the bandwidth for anything that's not a comedy. And more specifically, a comedy that I've seen like 80 times. Like I can't watch anything new for whatever reason. I'm very much in a state of like, I need things that are familiar and comforting. And I'm going to go watch the comedies that I've been watching since I was young. So like I'll watch Friends, The Office, Parks and Rec.
Okay. That's what I was thinking for you.
Now, Broad City, I just rewatched. Big inspo show for me.
Connor, do you watch like similar shows?
I love Broad City. I've watched Broad City 100 times. Brooke and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of TVs. Like I like Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Never seen.
And I'm trying to think of other shows.
The one
I feel like
show
there's
Connor
like
watches.
two groups of people. There's like the Friends, Office people, and then there's the Seinfeld, Always Sunny.
No, I'm in neither of those groups.
Ooh, what are you, Remi?
What do you watch?
I'm in totally like. I have two other groups I would like put myself into. Like I watch either like trash TV, like Love Island UK, Bachelor, Summer House, all that, or I watch like I watch like shows like The Undoing and like I don't know like HBO Max shows and like I watch like serious shows and stuff too. Oh, like Handmaid's Tale is my favorite show, like stuff like that. So I'm in like two totally opposite places, but
I can't do anything.
I'm just very passionate about TV, not movies.
Yeah. Oh, I do love murder. So I'll watch The Undoing. Like I love murder or comedy. No in between. Yeah. Except for I'll go Too Hot to Handle every now and then.
Yeah. When I'm watching TV, like I get the reality thing because I like my brain to be off. Like I want to like stare at the TV with my eyes crossed. You know, like I like Curb Your Enthusiasm, Always Sunny, Seinfeld. Like it is just like normal. things that happen. It's like almost like you're in the room. It's almost uncomfortable watching Curb Your Enthusiasm because it's like you're there. But I couldn't watch murder stuff. I like, especially like living alone. I don't know how.
I feel like you're
manage
too
that.
like happy to watch murder stuff.
I can watch Outer Banks. That's like the most serious I can get is Outer Banks. That's like one of my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't know.
Good to know.
Well, yeah.
Since I started with my own. Sorry. This is so annoying that I can't hear. And then my mom literally was like, sounds like you're cutting people off a little. I'm like, no, like it's literally delayed.
I think cutting each other off here today and moving forward is great because we get to the point faster. Like we get a lot more thoughts out in the air. People can tell.
People know enough about my TV habits now.
So since I asked you,
please.
Oh my God.
I have my lips zipped. Go ahead.
And I.
No. Okay. Are you sure you don't want to go?
I mean, you had probably a better segue into
Connor.
something else
You go. I'm done. No, you go.
I was just curious, and it like is semi related. You mentioned making a name for yourself in comedy. I know that you watch stand up. You're a big John Mulaney fan. You saw John Mulaney on last week, right? When he was in LA.
Okay.
Do you see? This was a question actually from the audience. A couple, like 2 or 3 people DM'd. One said, "How was John Mulaney?"
Okay.
And one said, would you ever consider doing? Actually, 2 or 3 said, "Would you ever consider doing stand up?" We, by the way, just to plug the questions, we'll always have an open inbox on the Talk Show podcast Instagram, or you can call, and there's a number on the page.
Good job,
Leave a
Connor.
voicemail. Thanks.
Really great question. Thank you for your question. I have always wanted to do stand-up, and I love John Mulaney. So obviously super excited to go to the John Mulaney show, best night of my life. But that being said, I realized while watching him that it is like such a skill, and you need so much more than to just like be able to talk and be a good storyteller, which is why I kind of always wanted to do stand-up because I can just tell stories. But it's so much more than that. And after the John Mulaney show, I've been looking up classes because I think it's definitely a skill.
Oh, Brooke, you're so cute.
That's amazing. And I've seen you go through this growth phase from like TikTok. I think we should go back. We keep doing this like backwards, but like people also want to know like the origin story of like you ended up on TikTok. What did you do before TikTok? Now we've already heard your future ideal.
Yeah, let's go back.
Sorry. Beefy.
You're good.
Beefy.
And he says hi.
Oh my
Everybody
freaking gosh.
We have a 2-month-old golden retriever that's eating my foot right now. Go ahead, go over there.
Let him.
So origin story.
Yeah, so I'll take you back to March 2020, which I think is when a lot of things started for a lot of people and a lot of things ended. I was a preschool teacher for 2 years.
Really?
And loved kids, but did not like my job in any way, shape, or form. Was pretty miserable. And then we went virtual, which, as you can imagine, teaching preschoolers virtually was really hard. It was basically just Zooming with 20 parents.
No.
I can't imagine.
It was tough.
That is the undoing.
So I always refused to download TikTok until those months when I was so like out of my mind, going crazy, needed a distraction, super bored. Downloaded TikTok and I was like, okay, it's downloaded, but I will never make a video, mark my words. And then I ended up making a video I had this letter that I had written to myself. My 6th grade self wrote it in my English class in 6th grade. And it was meant to be sent to my
Wait, let's just stop you right there. Why don't we pull it up?
Oh, I don't have it.
We have it queued, Brooke. It is so wild that we're so organized that we have it queued.
Oh,
and we are going to play it.
Oh, do you mind if I plug my ears?
Yeah, sure.
Yesterday, I went to visit my grandpa in the hospital. He's dying. I said, "Grandpa, I love you. Just wake up." And he opened his eyes. "Did you get your period yet?" "Right now, my boobs look like Hershey Kisses. I'm a size 34A, but I'm hoping to grow. A lot." "My birthday's soon. June 18th to be exact. I will be 12. I'm one of the youngest in my grade. Sometimes I act immature, but don't be fooled. I'm not."
So yeah, I made that. And then that got like 10,000 views or something. And I was like, this is it. Like, this is, I had always like loved comedy and always like wanted to be in that space, but like never thought it would ever happen. So being a teacher felt a lot safer for me. So I was like, oh, wow, this is maybe something I can do. And then I made like one more video and I was like, okay. And then I quit my job.
Well,
I had like,
Wait, did the second one do really well? Like,
I would
also,
say-
like, did it do better and better? Like, so your first one just started you off.
I want to jump in because I don't think Brooke will give the videos enough credit. I have never genuinely, like, never in my life, never in the past year of seeing people's, like, origins of their growth happen, seen of it, like, her progress was, like, her first video has 1 million views. Like,
now,
like
at
her,
the time,
her
didn't
her
go up that
first,
fast.
like, 20 videos were 1 million plus. Every single
Wow.
video was, like, it's nuts. You can look at it right now. It's insane.
Well, that's a lot of that is like people going back too. But probably like I left that first one just like sit for a while and then it had like a few 100,000 views. I made another one of like going through my childhood stuff, like the same kind of thing. And then it did well enough and I was like, okay, I'm quitting my job. And then
Wow, big
like,
moves.
my boss, this is actually my boss, who was like the principal head of the school, was my English teacher in high school. And she was the first one ever to be like, you're funny. This could be your future, because I would write.
It's always the English teacher.
Always
Yeah,
the English
it really
teacher.
is.
It's always the English teacher that sees the oracle, sees your future,
Mhm.
Right.
and believes
And I
in
like
you.
I never really thought of myself as funny until she was like, keep going. And then when I was like, I think I'm going to quit my job to pursue whatever this is, she was like, yeah, do it. And so then I just did.
That is amazing. That is
And-
amazing.
What did your
Yeah.
like family think when you were like, I'm quitting? Like, I want to do TikTok.
My mom was super excited because she's very much a like do what you love person.
Mhm.
My dad, he was excited, but definitely like, how about you wait until you make money? And I was like, no need. I was like super naive. And I was like, if you really love something, Dad, the money will come. And he's like, I am not sure about that. But I got really lucky and then eventually started getting brand deals. And now here we are in West Hollywood.
I'm so impressed by that mentality, because if I was in the situation you were in at the same time, I don't think that we'd be sitting here right now. Someone else would be here, not me, because I don't think I could make the decision ever to be like, you're
I know.
good
I
enough
think
to-
it's like pretty
to
crazy
move
that you
forward.
did that so quickly and we're like, listen, like, I'm doing this. Like, that's very fast. Like,
it was,
that
it
is.
was kind of like
but
so,
like, good for you.
I
Also,
was
my
so-
apologies for eating a banana
No,
right now, but I'm
please.
hungry.
Oh, the banana looks delicious. I need to
Yeah.
grab one of those after
I
the
was
show.
just feeling like super lost at that moment. And I think like I just needed one tiny, teeny thing
Mhm.
to push me. And like that was enough. And I was like,
I was
okay,
luckily fired, so I was like, okay, cool, I have to
Yeah.
do this. But I
Yeah.
like I said, it's like incredible that you made that decision for yourself. Decisions are hard.
decisions
make.
are hard.
I think it's really, really crazy because I really think you were the first person I liked on TikTok. I'm not just like saying that. Like, I used to like comment on every video, like, because like I was not about TikTok like ever. Like, I wouldn't watch like during in the
Right.
beginning of quarantine, and my sister would like kind of talk about it, want to do dances with me, and then finally once I did it and started finding like funny people was when I was like, fine, I like the app,
Yeah.
because I just wasn't as much into the dances and stuff and didn't
Right.
really care. And then when I was like actually laughing out loud, I was like, wait, this is what I need.
Right.
And I just like feel like I resonated with all of your like, I don't know, like just like childhood Jewish ish. Wait, you're Jewish, right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure if
Is
you like
she?
make those
She was
jokes
described
or
as-
you.
She was
Yeah.
described as the app's Jewish voice of Gen Z and Zillennials
Thank you, Connor.
in several articles.
Yes.
We have it. We have
So
it
I
noted
think
here.
that's our connection there, honestly, the Jewish
Yeah.
thing and the whole like when you do the videos about the camp, and then like my favorite video ever, which was a little more like more recent, but when you did the ones about like in the pool when you're like doing handstands, like rate my handstand or watch every handstand, like that's me. Like I would just swim in the pool alone and like make my mom or dad watch me and stuff for hours, and like I just really the best part of TikTok for me is stuff that's just realistic and like relatable. And I just think it's just hysterical. And I literally died. I remember when like I was just starting to grow and at some point you followed me or commented. I was just like freaking out.
Remi, I remember like when I was doing those pool videos, I was in Florida, and that's when I found you, and I was like, I love this.
Was it?
Brooke showed me you.
I'm obsessed.
Yes, and then Connor followed me, but like didn't say anything, and then I messaged you, Connor, and I was just like, "Oh my god, hi!" or something.
I was with Brooke when I was messaging you. I was at Alfred Coffee in Melrose in LA, and I was like, "Oh, Remi like just messaged me. That's so fun." And it was like an hour after I was like, "Oh shit, I know Remi. Like she's hilarious." And then like we were Brooke and I were together when I did that. So that's like full circle. Look at us now.
Well, that was the funniest thing to me. Like I was in awe and in shock when you guys started making videos together. Like I just think it was the most confusing thing in the world. And like I was just like, wait, why do they know each other? Like that, like are they, I thought what everyone else did. I was like, are they dating? Like what's going on? Like how did this come to be? Like Brooke, you don't live by him. Like like can you guys explain how you connected and then we're like, let's meet up in person and like start hanging out and stuff?
Yeah, for sure. I think the two of us had just been like bucketed together and tagged in each other's videos because we were both kind of doing comedy at the space where there weren't a lot of people doing comedy yet on TikTok.
Yeah.
And so then I think we just like started talking. And then we really started talking every day because we were really like, we were both going through the same thing that a lot of people, it was like 0 to 100 really quickly. So it was really.
And you both signed to UTA as well, right?
Right. So we were going through pretty much the same thing, and it was a very unique experience that not a lot of people understood. So I'm so lucky to have had you at that time, Connor. And now
I'm back at you.
And then we have another friend, Kat, Wash Your Pillowcases on TikTok, who is one of the best people in the world, love of my life. And she was like, we had a group chat, very active. And then Connor had lived in this amazing beach house in Newport. And we were like, Connor, we're coming to visit you. And he was like, yeah, okay, sure, anytime. And I don't know how serious he was, but Kat and I were like, yeah, we're going. And we booked a ticket. And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then we just kind of showed up. Took an 8-hour flight.
I remember one text coming in from you in that group text, and you're like, "No, you need to be like, I'm gonna be there."
Right.
Because like it was I was just like, "Oh yeah, people say let's hang out all the time," and I didn't expect them to come. And then they came, and then they were there at the airport.
Going off of that, we had a bunch of questions, a few of them, like one being ask if she has a crush on Fibula.
Sure.
Did she and Connor ever hook up? Did her and Connor ever date?
Mm-hmm.
And any more about Connor? Did her and Fibula date? Are they in love?
Okay. Which one do you want me to tackle there first?
Have you and Connor ever hooked up?
No, never.
Not in the traditional sense.
What does that mean?
I helped her plunge a toilet.
I did see that on TikTok.
Emotionally,
yeah.
A big emotional investment. But that's just never been something that.
I guess we haven't crossed that bridge yet.
Yeah.
So does that answer the question or not answer the question of are you and Connor in love?
I guess.
Brooke hates me. I'm genuinely serious.
I do not hate you, Connor.
Well, Brooke, I think thinks of me as one of her kids she used to teach.
No.
I have a lot to learn.
We all do, Connor. We all do.
Thank you. And that is such a perfect teacher response that like we're all working on ourselves and we're all a work in progress.
Yeah. Brooke, we also got a question that I feel like super exciting that I just saw. Megan Trainor said, can we be friends?
About you.
Megan Trainor said that to me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say this very clearly. Megan, YES. Yes, I would love that more than anything. I love you. I love your music. I love your personality. I love your family. I love your son. I love Junie from Spy Kids. I
We all love Junie.
feel really strongly about that. So you can contact me on Instagram. I'll give you my number. We can hang out. I'll babysit. I used to be a preschool teacher.
That's perfect.
So I hope that answered your question. Yes, Megan.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
That is awesome. I can't wait to see what happens with that. Can I just say something like fully just like unrelated to that situation? But it did spark something.
Please.
Brooke, in your experience, I know that you've experienced this. I've experienced it as well. How many just shockingly, utterly insane people have gotten in touch? And obviously, Remi, you too. But I have had people be like, oh, like, I love you. Like, I want to blah, blah, blah. And then when you reach out to genuine celebrities, they're like, like they never actually.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Megan's one of those.
No.
But I'm just saying.
I'm holding back a story.
Yeah, don't. I don't know if it's.
I'm holding it back.
Okay, how about who's the most exciting person that has answered you that you like loved and they answer that like you would consider like someone, I guess, bigger than yourself?
I have 3.
Okay.
Well, Megan Trainor follows me, which is like that is amazing to me. Love you, Megan.
Have you guys talked before or no?
No, I wish.
Okay, perfect.
But
This is perfect.
that's
Now
about
you're going to be friends.
I have anything to do with. The 2 people I freaked out when they followed me were Bella Hadid and Hailey Bieber, for sure.
Oh, Hailey.
Yeah,
Bieber
those are
follows
like
you. Wow.
mega A-list. That's like beyond A-list.
I think I messaged both of them and I was like, "Hi, girl." And I don't think they responded, and that's fine.
Hi, girls.
They don't need to. But to be honest, the person that I like am in awe that they follow me, and if they ever unfollowed me, like it would be the end of my life and I would delete my account, is Hank Green.
Wait, I don't know who that is.
I don't really know who Hank Green either.
Okay, so John and Hank are brothers, and they have these YouTube videos. They're the Vlog Brothers, and they just come out with a video every week, just kind of like talking to each other. And they also have like super informational videos that help me through high school science too. Just like super niche, kind of nerdy content. But John Green, the other brother, wrote like The Fault in Our Stars. If you've heard of that book.
Oh,
yes.
And Hank, I'm sure you've seen on TikTok, just like answering everybody's
I've
questions.
seen Hank, but I don't have the same like affinity for him from my youth. Because I never experienced. I don't
strong affinity, and then like the day he reached out to do a brand deal for his awesome socks, which are socks. It's like a subscription service for socks, and all the money goes to charity. And I just like was like that was the one moment I was like, I can't believe like I'm.
This segment was sponsored by Awesome Socks.
Yes. Go get your pair of awesome socks, please. And that was the moment I was like, I can't believe this is my job.
Right.
I'm doing a brand deal for Hank Green.
Wow.
Because like I watch them every single week. I adore, like they're my favorite people.
Yeah.
So,
the best part about all of this, I think TikTok is like, it's all just such a surreal thing. And then you're like getting like things that you've always just like, it's crazy to think that I was even looking at your content when I had no followers, then I had followers, then now we're all signed to UTA, and then we're all doing like similar brand. Like I don't even know how any of this happened. Like it's just the craziest freaking app in the world.
One of my favorite quotes, and I don't know who it's by, is day to day nothing changes, but when you look back, nothing is the same.
Ooh,
I like that a lot.
Yeah. If I look back 6 months, a year ago, I'm just like, what? It's crazy. It really is crazy.
Connor, what's your answer to that question for you?
Like shocking people that have followed me?
Or that you've connected with during this time that like.
Oh, during this time, everybody. I mean.
No, like you have to pick like top, like someone that you consider like bigger than yourself that like was like crazy exciting to you.
Oh, the quote was C.S. Lewis, by the way. Thank you, Margot. I like someone that I've made a connection with that just like would not have ever.
Yeah, that you were like very happy and excited about.
I'm gonna say it. They might even hear this. I hope they don't because I'm shy. But Cody Ko and Kelsey Kreppel are two of the people that
Cody and Kelsey,
and Noelle.
I forget.
I like those are people that I was like the upper echelon of my internet experience. Like grew up with them dead ass, like sitting on the floor of my freshman dorm on I would do like 3 hours of Vine time the same way we do TikTok time now. And I remember like laying on this Target carpet in my dorm and it was so uncomfortable, but I like couldn't get up because I was watching Vines, binging Cody Co. And then like now like hanging out with them and like texting them and they're like my friends. And I'm like, what in the world? Like that is something now that like is like a normal thing to me, but like, no, 100 times. That is like shocking.
Yeah, they're the best people ever.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's awesome.
I want to jump in. This is like one of my favorite segments. The 5 and under 5, Brooke. It is 5 questions in under 5 minutes.
Oh God.
Not under 5 words. I want to clear that up. That was a confusion point last week. Rapid fire. And take as much time as you want. They're just I'm going to read them quick. That's the rapid part of it. Let's jump in. Question number 1.
No, she also needs to answer them quick.
I have to answer them.
Right. I'm just going to read them, but don't think about it. You just answer right away, but you can take your time answering, but just like don't just like spit it out.
But take my time or answer.
I mean, no. Don't just start answering right away, but like if it trails on, run-on sentences are fine. Okay. Don't cut your answers short if you're still answering. Okay.
Okay.
One word that could best describe your brand, your personal brand. Go.
Loud.
Cloud?
Loud.
Oh, loud.
Wait, I thought it was cloud too. I was like, oh.
Cloud, like floating around. You could, but you can loud. You can have like a longer answer, just like you. Okay.
All right, next one. Go.
Question number 2. If you could tell your 13-year-old self about TikTok and what to expect in the future, what would you say? And would you have done anything differently having known this knowledge?
If I could tell my 13-year-old self about TikTok or about me?
About TikTok and about the experience, about your personal brand.
You on TikTok. And like this all happening.
Just don't care. Doesn't matter what people think of you. Just record yourself doing everyday things. And just post. Just post would be my advice.
Post. Consistency is so key. Question number 3. You can completely cure your anxiety or live out your dream life / job with immense success. Which do you choose and why?
That's a mean question.
Can you say that again?
So this is an either or. You can completely cure your anxiety or
my anxiety or everyone's anxiety. I'm horrible.
It's kind of a catch-22.
Okay.
Yours. It's kind of a catch-22.
I'm going to ask it. Would you rather cure all of your anxiety or you still have that anxiety, but you can be, what is it? Now I'm ruining everything.
Your dream
you could
job
live out your dream job
success.
in immense success.
I don't want to get rid of my anxiety because that is like fully why I'm here today. I think it's what makes me funny. It's what makes me motivated. It does everything for me, good and bad. So I would definitely rather live a successful life with my anxiety.
Me too. And ADHD is the same way for me. I never wanted to medicate it because that's what drives all of my thoughts.
Oh, I think that I don't think I could pick, but like might lean towards the no anxiety because I'm the most anxious person in the world.
I don't even want to know what I would be like without anxiety. That's like such a foreign.
I would be so boring.
Like, that is true too. Like I can't picture like Remi Bader, the chill girl. No way. I ain't chill.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of a scary thought. It's like that would strip me of my whole personality, anxious and like hyperactive.
Like being
it's like a
house that doesn't sit right with
me. No way. Imagine going to a party and being like, this is great. Look at all these people. I might introduce myself to someone I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that?
You're so good at talking. Next.
Well, because I drink a lot. Question number 4. The kids at the pool, the summer camp, and mom picks you up videos. How closely are these based on your personal experiences?
They're me. That's the only reason I can do them. I'm not an actress.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you nail it. So it's like such a natural thing. Question number 5. If a TikTok award ceremony existed, like the Oscars, the Emmys, whatever, what award would you want to be nominated for? And I'm going to answer this one for you really quick.
No, wait, I want to see her answer first.
Okay. I won't bias your answer, but I do have my answer.
And then Connor's going to nominate you with like what you're nominated for. But like, let's just see what you think you're nominated for.
I'm really, really bad at this game, guys, and I want to apologize for that.
It's fine.
Great.
I would like to be nominated. I mean, like, how lame is it just to be like the funny.
No,
that's-
you are. To me, you're the funniest human.
But that's a horrible answer.
No, I feel like I want you to say something like,
I wish that I could say something better too. Trust me. Maybe most relatable.
Okay, that's good.
I like that.
I mean, most
That's great. That's
relatable young girl
Queen.
in her 20s.
Young Jewish queen.
Cute, young Jewish funny queen. Yeah.
Brooke, that is a perfect
amazing.
bucket for you. You take the first spot every single time. I would nominate you for most transparent.
Most transparent.
Which is also relatable in a sense,
I think
but also
Brooke likes her other nomination better.
I don't blame her.
Funny queen, Jewish princess,
I think there's a lot to be said about being transparent. I think people end up trusting you more and feeling like,
no, I think that is good. Yeah, like you're never
for better
gonna
or
like
for worse.
You're never gonna say it just to make people feel better. You're just gonna like say it how it is. My favorite actually were like the old ones when like you would respond to some people's comments of just like, and you would come up with stuff I feel like that I just could never do, because I remember when I started getting like insults about me and I would try and do that, I literally never posted one. I was like, I can't do it. Like I can't come up with something. Like I think I'm funny, but I'm not like witty, and I think like coming up with something like that, like you just did a good job at that, and I thought it was hysterical.
Thank you. Yeah, to me it was just like crazy to get those. Like I remember my favorite one was like this guy who was like, I wouldn't date you or something. And it's just like, do you think like truly like I wanted that from you?
Yeah.
Like, in your heart, do you believe like that's gonna crush me that you won't date me? And like that's like I think it would just like boggle me. And so I had to respond. I had no choice.
Lately I've been getting like, unfortunately, I really am going to have to unfollow you. I'm so sorry, but like a whole like whatever. I posted something that was like some people were very one-sided on. And I posted, why am I not saying it? I posted about the vaccine with Dr. Fauci, and I was very excited to post about it. And I was just like, talking about stating some medical facts. And a lot of people like just kept commenting, like, I'm so sorry. Like, it's just unfortunate that this is just how it has to be. And I'm like, wait, I don't care about you. I don't know you. You think you're going to ruin my day and sending me an apology because you have to leave. Please leave now. I don't need your apology.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah.
And this is where my experience in preschool has really come in handy, because I kind of treat these people that leave these comments like preschoolers, because that's really what they are. Except preschoolers are super like, they're more emotionally in tune and aware.
Do you ever get offended by the stuff that people say about you? Like, or to you?
I don't get offended. But I think there are some things that have definitely hurt my feelings in the past. If it's something that I'm insecure about myself, like I had this gap in my tooth and people kept commenting on it. And then I find out.
I remember that because you called out that too and made the video. I
called out that person, but like that one, for some reason, I was like, you know what? That one still really bothered me. And then I got my tooth fixed. But that's the only one that I think like really bothered me, because it was something that I was insecure about.
I think that's true. I think it's
going up to someone on the street and being like, hey, you've a gap in your tooth, and it's
that's the thing. It's people hiding behind, and I think you're right. I think it's like, because I always wonder, I'm like, why do some of these comments not bother me at all, and then some of them really like hit me in the wrong way, and it's because it's something that we're also insecure
about. It's the things that actually bother me about myself that upset me, but it's just like mind-boggling what people say. I don't know. It's just like I
have two quick thoughts on this. One, early quarantine, I would get ahead of it and I'd be like, I know I have half an eyebrow. Like, I know that I have this thing, this thing, this thing. And like, it did really well. So I was like, oh, I'll just call out my insecurities before other people can.
And then people think that they can keep mentioning it. And it's like, no.
And then I'm like, no, just because you put bestie at the end of your comment doesn't mean you can say it and shit like that. Right. And two, and crap, I'm not going to remember it. Remi, I keep having these double, and that was like the better of the two thoughts. Crap.
You want us to come back to you?
No, wait. So
when you get these double thoughts, you're going to need to write down the second.
I know,
one
you're
before
right.
You start talking.
You're right.
It's okay. It'll maybe come back to you.
Yeah, it might.
Brooke, let's do another. We're going to do Tik Tok Word Association. So I'm going to say a word and then you're just going to say the first word that comes to mind.
Okay, I like that better. Okay.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Okay.
Okay. Bar.
Okay. Drink.
Book.
Reading.
Tech.
Is this as fun for you guys as it is for me?
Yeah. Tech.
What is it? Deck?
Tech. Technology.
Tech. Me. Woman in tech.
Nice.
I don't know why I thought that was funny.
Remi.
Honor.
Job description.
It wasn't meant to be funny.
I know, but like, it's just like,
That's
I
my
don't
job
know.
description.
Honor.
Honor?
Like honesty,
Yeah.
honor.
Oh. I was just thinking Connor because it rhymes.
Okay.
Okay. King.
Queen.
Matzah.
Ball.
Crystal.
Oh, Melrose Trading Post.
Meth. Wow, yeah, I love Melrose Trading Post.
Yeah. Connor and I
Yeah.
were really big into crystals.
Yeah, I
earlier.
got into them.
We would go
Well,
to
because
the
a lot of people, it was like, I only went to Melrose Trading Post at my lowest.
Guys,
And
I
this
don't know
one
what
was
that
just like-
is.
Oh, it's the
so
flea market open on Sundays, and it was right next to when we lived together in common room. It was right at the end of the street, so we would walk over, and we were just like at a low, like emotionally on Sundays often,
Mhm.
and so we would always seek out the crystal sellers. And so
it's true. We would seek them out because they would promise us things that never happened,
Well, they
such
can
as
tell who's
prosperity and
vulnerable.
success.
Like they
They can tell
gave you
the-
crystals. Like you bought crystals.
We bought
They would
them.
be like, "Here, take this one. You need it." And it
I
was
have like these crystals next to me. And I'm like, I have no idea what to do with them. I don't know what they mean. And like I just like
Well, that's my
I-
mom for you.
yeah.
I'll tell you
like,
what,
is it
what
real?
I-
I don't know.
it doesn't matter because placebo is just as real as anything else. I have started putting them
agree.
in anywhere because I don't need to see them. I put them in my backpack. I put them in my suitcase. I put them in my car. They're everywhere. And like,
Yeah.
they, whatever. It's
I
just,
got,
at the end of the day, it's a cool
Brooke,
rock. If nothing else.
I want to do another quick game for you. This is an easy one too.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just, just fill in the blank.
Okay.
Because I
Here we go.
like listening to your answer. So fill in the blank with 3 words or less.
Okay, 3 words or less. Got it.
Yeah. If I could date one TikToker, it would be
Remi, I don't.
Connor.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I don't know his name, but it's this guy who did this Nathan Fielder impression. You know who Nathan Fielder is?
No, but it's okay.
Oh, I don't know his name, but he did a Nathan Fielder impression, and I'm in love with Nathan Fielder. He has the show on Comedy Central.
So that was about 100 words.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's on me.
It's okay. If I had to make one TikTok sound my ringtone for the rest of my life, it would be.
Thank you for your question. Keep
no.
asking questions.
That would be
Keep
if I
being
was
curious.
If I was in hell, it would be playing that. The Adult Swim one.
Oh, that is a pleasing sound. That is a good one.
I hope that helps.
I never actually posted a video doing the blink trend, but I have several drafts of it. Or if
I
you
don't
don't
have
have
any
drafts,
drafts.
you've tried. I don't either. Or like you've
Wow, we're a no
how
draft
about-
crew.
Yeah, we are. Or how about a trend you've wanted to do but like never actually acted on it?
I want to do, and maybe we could all do this together one night, like the who's gonna get the drunkest tonight. Like I think Connor.
Those are so funny.
Connor is the answer.
It's always me. I don't know.
Well,
I've been
you
with
can
Brooke a couple
actually.
times.
You'd be surprised.
The one feature I am dying for TikTok to add is
Oh.
Sorry.
Like fast forward and rewind.
We have that. I have that.
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
it's no, remember, Connor, it's like not coming. I don't know, it's not coming up for me.
Oh,
yours
I have
yours is
it.
on yours.
Oh, I don't
Oh
have it.
wow, I guess you're
I would
elite,
love to be able
so-
to get that.
And it is so subtle. When you guys get it, you're not even going to notice it. It's like the thinnest little bar. You can barely get your thumb
Mm.
to work
I
to
don't
Maybe I
like,
do have
find it.
Search and low.
It's awesome.
Brooke, if I saw a guy on TikTok do or say blink, I would immediately DM him.
Be funny.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah. Okay, last one. Blink is what makes TikTok so... No, I want to do a different one. I can spend hours on blink talk, and it can't be medical talk, a different kind of talk.
Oh, I found myself in a lot of dark places, and a lot of different kinds of talks. I would probably have to say I don't like vegan food, but watching this girl prepare her vegan meals is everything to me, and I could watch that for hours. So vegan.
So
Wait, Brooke, I've
talk.
been following ones like that too this week because I think some people just make these beautiful meals that I'll never be able to do. And I'm like, wow, like, should I try this? And then I'm like, no.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
never in a million years.
If someone put that in front of me, I'd be happy. But like, it's like literally, how do they do that? I wonder if it's the same person. I don't know who I followed. I followed like 2 people this week, but I was like, wow. And I was like commenting on all the videos, just like, wow.
Yeah.
Sorry,
really bad with games.
What? No, you're not.
I'm sorry.
No, you're nailing it. You're good.
It's making me question everything.
So why don't we, Connor, why don't we ask Brooke just a few more listener questions?
Yeah, let's jump in.
Is Megan Trainor wondering anything else?
No, she just said she wants to be friends, and I think that's probably the best message of all.
Oh, I have one.
What?
There were a lot of questions about Common Room. Guys, Common Room, I'll answer that really quick. Our friend Jack Martin did get picked up for an awesome NBC network show. He's been filming in Australia for 6 months. That's coming out in September. It's called La Brea on NBC. It's going to be so fun. We're having a watch party when he gets back in September. It's going to be awesome. But obviously, Common Room is no more, except in our hearts.
Who knows? We could still be making videos on there.
Well, tell people what Common Room is if they don't know what it is.
Common Room was, I don't want to say content house, but I guess it was more of like 4 friends who have comedy, like TikToks living together.
Mm-hmm.
So it was me, Connor, our friend Jack, and our friend Sally Dar, and we lived together for 3 months. And the first month we were great at making videos, but the last 2 months we kind of were just having too much fun. And the videos came second, unfortunately. But
I was jealous when I saw that. That looked so fun.
It was a blast. So there was a lot of ups and downs.
A lot of highs and lows.
We actually ended up living in 2 versions of Common Room. We were asked to vacate the first home when they found out who we were and what we were doing. There Brooke, is Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
No, I'm gonna just throw off a few listener questions so you could just hear what some people said because we did get a lot for you.
Okay.
And we'll like go through them quickly. One of them is how do you manage being the funniest person on earth?
Oh, I don't think I do manage that on account of that not being the truth, but that's very kind. Thank you so much for saying that. And yeah, thank you. That's really nice.
What does self-care look like for you?
Oh, I spend a lot of time just like sitting and watching TV. That's my self-care. Just like absolutely doing.
You do love some good, TV time.
Sitting. I could spend 3 days in the same spot just to recharge. Like sometimes
I mean, if I'm watching TV, like I probably could too. Probably like 2 days and then I get a little antsy.
Like even doing like painting my nails or like a face mask, that's too much. So just sitting and like doing absolutely nothing is my self-care.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I could do
that.
What's the best compliment you've ever received on TikTok?
I think the best compliment is probably like comparing me to one of my idols. So like somebody saying I remind them of like an Alana Glazer, or a Tina Fey. Like it doesn't,
guys.
What?
So sorry to interrupt. I remembered what the other thing was. The other thing.
Tell
when you
us.
said that, I was saying the worst thing that someone could say is not physical for me. It's someone saying you used to be funnier.
Oh, yeah.
Or you're trying too hard, or you're not trying hard enough. Like someone could be like, you are the ugliest person that's ever walked
Wait,
the
that's
earth. And I'd be
very
like,
that's a very true statement. Like
I'm
when
like, I
people
can
say
live
to me,
with
like,
that.
I miss you when you were like funny, or I miss you when you
Right.
did this. And I'm like,
Right.
that definitely does hurt my feelings and stuff. Cause it's like, well, what
It
can
does.
you really do? You know?
I
on
know.
the other side, exactly what you said, Brooke. Like comparing it, being like, oh my God, like you should be on SNL.
Right.
Like, oh, you should do stand up. It's like, oh my, I
Yeah.
can kiss you on the mouth, stranger. And
Yeah.
I will if I
And
see them out and I'm had a couple drinks.
Yeah. And we know you will.
Mhm.
But
All
no,
right.
that's the greatest compliment to me.
Mhm.
Connor, let's do our 2 closing questions for Brooke.
Let's do it.
Why don't you ask her the first one?
So obviously we kind of touched on this. Like this is my favorite question to ask people. The butterfly effect question. I know that we talked about like TikTok's led to so much stuff. Like you look back, I talked about the Cody Co and Kelsey thing, and like what has been your like butterfly effect via TikTok, the craziest thing that's happened, craziest interaction you've had, craziest experience you've had, just like that wouldn't have happened without Le Talk.
I think that there have been times where I'm at a table of people that like, if you have showed me a picture of me at a table with like a Cody or a Kelsey or Connor, like even you and like Sally Dar, who people I like,
yeah.
I would, and you showed me that picture, I would have been like, no way.
Yeah.
So
really just like the
do you have a specific experience you've had, or is it like, I love that answer, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
If
Where you
had...
like you were somewhere and then you looked around and you're like, whoa, this is crazy.
I'm revoking that. No offense, Connor. This is my
taking.
When I was at the John Mulaney show, which to me, like, he's my favorite comedian. I don't get recognized that much on a day-to-day basis, but like at the John Mulaney show, people were like, oh my God, Brooke, like so nice to meet you. You're so funny. You're great.
Wow.
And the fact that like that there was the overlap of people who know who I am and the people who are
That's
going to the
amazing.
show, that was the moment that I was like, holy shit.
That's chilling.
This is chilling. And
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good moment.
That's sweet.
I love that for you. And
all right,
Brooke, what would your TikTok tagline be?
I like the one I have now, which is just good, not great. Because I think that's
good, not great is awesome. That's been your bio for the longest time.
My bio for a really long time.
Yeah.
I think it sums up everything really nicely. If I ever write a book, that will probably be
that would be a really good title.
Yeah,
and
verbal copyright is binding in the state of California.
Yes.
Oh, yep. And also, and you're a resident. I want to say, great idea. I think that you should write a book. Do you have anything exciting coming up, or anything you want to plug, or any projects you're working on?
That's a bit of a tough question because the answer is probably no.
Well, I know that there are a couple projects you're working on that are probably bound by NDAs.
Right.
But I know that we should be watching this space, this Lady Efron space.
Thank you.
There's
Connor.
so much to come.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Not me absolutely shooting your NDA in the foot, because I definitely know about this stuff. But I'm not saying what I know about.
Tune in. Some fun stuff coming. Who knows? You know what? A year ago today, I had no idea any of this was coming. So a year from now, who's to say what'll be happening?
Not me.
And we're so happy for you. And I love watching you. And I would really love for you to do more and more of the childhood types of videos, because every single one you post just makes me die, and I need more of it in my life.
I have one in the reserves, and I'm going to post it now, and you're on.
Yes! I'm so excited.
Oh, good for you. So you do have drafts, and you're a liar.
Yeah, you liar!
No. Let me explain myself, because if it's one thing, it's that I'm truthful. This is something that I posted 3 separate times and deleted because it got no views. But I will post it a 4th time and leave it up and not care about the views for you, Remi.
Oh, that's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Dedicated
and that is an important note. We'll let you go there. But remember, if you're posting consistently, the views don't matter.
They don't
matter.
Views don't matter. Just post. And if anybody wants any advice, that's it.
That's great advice. I love it.
Awesome.
Thank you
Brooke,
so much, Brooke. We love you.
Thank you guys for having me. Love you so much.
Mwah.
Mwah. All right. Cheers,
Ta-ta.
Brooke. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
That was so much fun. Thank you guys for listening, and be sure to tune in next week. We have another exciting guest. Don't forget to leave us a voicemail at 404-919-7752. And also, please follow us on all of our socials. We'll be posting previews to who will be on, and you could put in your questions there for our guests at Talk Show Podcasts. And just let us know who you want to see. Let us know what you want to hear. We love to hear from you.
We see everything and we want to talk about it. Don't we?
Yes, Connor. Talk. T-O-K.
Talk.
Bye,
Thanks, guys. Bye. Talk Show with Remi and Connor is a production of Cavalry Audio and iHeartMedia. Produced by Margot Carmichael, executive produced by Remi Bader, Connor Wood, Dana Brunetti, and Keegan Rosenberger, and sound engineering and editing by Jason Liveslow. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.